moment to acknowledge there's a character in this play who you don't necessarily have noticed as a separate actor. It's the lighting, a really dominant element of the design and the spirit of the show. And I wanted to come out because Irene Satosky, who is the lighting designer for the show, lost her mother on Sunday. So I wanted to let everyone know that we are dedicating this performance of the show to Irene. So thank you all for coming out. Please no flash photography. It disturbs the witches, and you don't want to disturb the witches. They're pretty disturbed already. So thank you. Have a good evening. Enjoy the show.
Doubtful it stood, as two spent swimmers that do cling together and choke their art. The merciless MacDonald looked worthy to be a rebel, for to that the multiplying villainies of nature do swarm upon him. From the western isles of kerns and gallowglasses is supplied, and fortune on his damned quarrels smiling showed like a rebel's whore. But all's too weak, for brave Macbeth, well he deserves that name, disdaining fortune, and with brandished steel, which smoked with bloody execution, carved out his passage till he faced the slave, which ne'er shook hands, nor bade farewell to him till he had unseamed him from the nave to the chops, and fixed his head on our battlements.
O valiant cousin, worthy gentleman!
Mark, King of Scotland, mark. No sooner justice had with valor armed compelled these skipping kerns to trust their heels, but the Norwegian lords, surveying vantage with furbished arms and new supplies of men, began a fresh assault.
Dismayed not this our captains, Macbeth and Banquo?
Yes, as the sparrow the eagle or the hare the lion. That most disloyal traitor, the Thane of Cawdor, began a dismal conflict, point against point rebellious, arm against arm, curbing his lavish spirit, and to conclude the victory fell on us. I am faint. My gashes cry for help.
So well thy words become thee as thy wounds, they smack upon our both. No more that Thane of Cawdor shall deceive our bosom interest. O pronounce his present death, and with his former title greet Macbeth.
I'll see it done.
What he has lost, noble Macbeth hath won.
When shall we three meet again? In thunder, lightning, or in rain?
When the hurly-burly's done, when the battle's lost and won, that will be ere the setting sun. Where the priests upon the heath, there to meet with Macbeth. Fair is foul and foul is fair, hover through the fog and filthy air.
I say, go take by the wall and take the shepherd close to him. When comrades walked into the hall, and milk comes frozen home in pail. When blood is nipped and ways be foul, the nightly sings the staring owl. To hit with truth, a merry note, with the greasy Jonas heel. Ah, so foul and fair a day I have not seen.
How far is it called to force? What are these things? So withered and so wild. And they're tired. They look not like the inhabitants of the earth, and yet are on it. Live you? Or are you aught that man may question?
Speak if you can. What are you?
All hail Macbeth, hail to thee, Thane of Glass. All hail Macbeth, hail to thee, Thane of Cawdor. All hail Macbeth, thou shalt be king hereafter.
Good sir, why do you start? And seem to fear things that do sound so fair? To me you speak not. Yet if you can look into the seeds of time, and say which grain will grow and which shall not, speak then to me, who neither beg nor fear your favors, nor your hate.
Hail, hail, lesser than Macbeth and greater, not so happy, yet much happier. Thou shalt get king, though thou be none. So all hail Macbeth. Macbeth and Banquo. Banquo and Macbeth. Oh.
Stay, you imperfect speakers. Tell me more. By Simon's death, I know I'm Thane of Glaus. But how of Cawdor? The Thane of Cawdor lives, a prosperous gentleman. And to be king stands not within the prospect of belief, no more than to be Cawdor. Say from whence you owe this strange intelligence, and why upon this blasted heath you stop our way with such prophetic greeting. Speak, I charge you.
The earth hath bubbles as the water has. These are of them. Whither are they vanished?
Into the air. What seemed corporal melted as breath into the wind. Would they have stayed?
Were such things here as we do speak about? Or have we eaten on the insane root that takes the reason prisoner?
Your children shall be kings.
You shall be king!
And Thane of Cawdor too, is it not so?
To the self-same tune and words. Who is here?
The king hath happily received Macbeth the news of thy success, as thick as hail came post from post, and everyone did bear thy praises in this kingdom's great defence, and poured them down before him. And, for an earnest of a greater honour, he bade me from him call me Thane of Cawdor, in which addition hail, most worthy Thane, for it is thine.
What? Can the devil speak true?
The Thane of Cawdor lives. Why do you dress me in these borrowed robes?
The was Thane lives yet, but bears on heavy judgment that life which he deserves to lose. Whether he was combined with those of Norway, or did lie in the rebel with him help advantage, or that with both he labored in his country's wreck, I know not. But treason's capital confessed and proved to have overthrown him.
Laws. And Thane of Cawdor. The greatest is behind. Thanks for your pains. Do you not hope your children shall be kings, when those that gave the Thane of Cawdor to me promised no less to them?
That trusted home might yet enkindle you onto the crown, besides the king of Cawdor. It is strange, and oftentimes the instruments of darkness tell us truths, win us with honest trifles, to betray us in deepest consequence.
Cannot be ill. Cannot be good. If ill, why do I yield to that suggestion? If ill, why I am Thane of Cawdor. If good, why do I yield to that suggestion whose word image doth unfix my hair, and make my seated heart knock at my ribs against the use of nature? Present fears are less than horrible imaginings. My thoughts, whose murder yet is but fantastical, shakes so my single state of man, that function is smothered in surmise, and nothing is but what is not.
Look, our partner's wrapped.
If chance will have me king, why chance may crown me without my stir.
New horrors come upon you, like strange garments that cleave not to their mold, come in aid of use.
What come may, time and the hour runs through the roughest day.
Worthy Macbeth, we stay upon your leisure.
Give me a favor, for my dull brain was wrought with things forgotten. Kind gentlemen, your pains are registered where every day I turn the leaf to read them. Let us toward the king. Think on what has chanced, and at more interim, the time having waited, let us speak of free hearts each to other.
Very gladly.
Till then, enough. Come, friends.
Is execution done on Cawdor?
I spoke with one who saw him die, who did report that very frankly he confessed his treasons, implored your highness's pardon, and set forth a deep repentance. Nothing in his life became unlike the leaving it.
There's no art to find the mind's construction in the face. He was a gentleman on whom I built an absolute trust. Oh, worthiest cousin, the sin of my ingratitude even now is heavy on me. Only I have left to say, more is thy due than more than all can pay.
The service and the loyalty I owe, in doing it pays itself.
Welcome hither. I become your plant thee, and will labor to make thee full of growing. Noble Banquo, thou hast no less deserved Or must be known no less to have done so. Let me enfold thee and hold thee to my heart.
There, if I grow, the harvest is your own.
Sons, kinsmen, thanes, and you whose places are nearest, know that we will establish our estate upon our eldest, Malcolm, whom we name hereafter Prince of Cumberland, which honor must not unaccompanied invest him only, that signs of nobleness like stars shall shine on all deserters. From hence to Inverness.
The rest is labor, which is not used for you. I'll be myself the harbinger, and make joyful the hearing of my wife at your approach. So humbly take my leave.
Unworthy Corvo.
Prince of Cumberland. That is a step on which I most fell down, or else overleap, when my way it lies. Stars, hide your fire. Let not light see my black and deep desires. The eye, weak at the hand. Yet let that be, which the eye fears, when it is done, to see.
They met me in the day of success, and I have learned by the perfectest report they have more in them than mortal knowledge. When I burned a desire to question them further, they made themselves air into which they vanished. Whilst I stood wrapped in the wonder of it, came missives from the king, who all hailed me Thane of Cawdor, by which title before these weird sisters saluted me, and referred me to the coming on of time with Hail, King that shall be. This have I thought good to deliver thee, my dearest partner in greatness, that thou mightst not lose the dues of rejoicing by being ignorant of what greatness is promised thee. Lay it to thy heart, and farewell.
Thank you.
Long thou art, and cold, and shall be what thou art promised. Yet do I fear thy nature. It is too full of the milk of human kindness to catch the nearest ray. Thou wouldst be great, but not without ambition, but without the illness should attend it. What thou wouldst highly, that wouldst thou holily. Wouldst not play false, and yet wouldst wrongly win. Thou wouldst have great lungs, that which cries, thus thou must do, if thou have it, and that which rather thou dost fear to do, than wish should be undone. What is your title?
The king comes here tonight.
Give him tending. The raven himself is hoarse, that croaks the fatal entrance of Duncan, under my battlements. Come, you spirits that tend on mortal thoughts, unsex me here, and fill me from the crown to the toe top full of direst cruelty. Make thick my blood. Stop up the access and passage to remorse. Let no compunctious visitings of nature shake my fell purpose. Nor keep peace between the effect and it. Come to my woman's breasts and take my milk for gall, you murdering ministers, wherever in your sightless substances you wait on nature's mischief. And pull thee in the dullest smoke of hell. And my keen knife see not the wound it makes, no heaven peep through the blanket and let dark to cry, hold! Great lungs! worthy corner, greater than both by the all-hail hereafter. Thy letters have transported me beyond this ignorant present, and I feel now the future in leaping stones.
My dearest love, Duncan comes here tonight.
When goes hence?
Tomorrow, as he purposes.
Never shall sun that morrow see. He that's coming must be provided for, and you shall put this night's great business into my dispatch, which to all our nights and days to come give solely sovereign sway and masterdom.
If it were done when 'tis done, 'twere well it were done quickly. We but teach bloody instructions, which, being taught, returns to plague the inventor. This even-handed justice commends the ingredients of our poisoned chalice to our own lips. He is here in double trust, first as I am his kinsman and his subject, strong both against the deed, then as his host, who should against the murderer shut the door, not bear the knife myself. Besides, this Duncan has borne his faculties so meekly, has been so clear in his great office, that his virtues will plead like angels trumpet-tongued against the deep damnation of his taking off. We will proceed no further in this business.
Was the hope drunk in which you dressed yourself, hath it slept since, and wakes it now to look so green and pale at what it did so freely? From this time such I account thy love. Art thou feared to be the same in thine own act, and valor as thou art in desire? Wouldst thou have that which thou esteem'st the ornament of life, and live a coward in thine own esteem, letting I dare not wake up when I would, like the poor cat in the adage?
I prithee thee, peace. I dare do all that may become a man. Who dares do more is none.
When you just do it, then you were a man. To be more than you were, you would be so much more a man. I have given suck. I know how tender 'tis to love the babe that milks me. But I would, while he was smiling in my face, have plucked my nipple from his boneless gums and dashed the brains out, and I so sworn as you have done to this.
If we should fail,
We fail. But screw your courage to the sticking place and will not fail. When Duncan is asleep, where to the rather shall his day's hard journey soundly invite him, these two chambers will I with wine and wassail so convince that memory, the warder of the brain, shall be a few, the receipt of reason a limb back only. When in swinish sleep their drenched natures lie, as in a den, what cannot you and I perform upon the unguarded Duncan? What not put upon his spongy officers, who shall bear the guilt of our great quarrel?
bring forth men children only. For thy undaunted metal should compose nothing but males. I am settled, and bend up each corporal agent to this terrible feat. Away, and mock the time with fairest show. False face must hide what the false heart doth know.
This castle not a pleasant seat. The air newly and sweetly recommends itself unto our gentle senses. See our honored hostess. The love that follows us sometimes in our trouble, but still we thank us, love. Herein I teach you how you shall bid God illness for your pains, and thank us for your trouble.
All our service, never quite twice done, and then done double, we're poor in a single recompense against these honors deep and broad, wherewith your majesty loads our house.
You give me your hand. Conduct me to my host. We love him highly and shall continue our gracious towards him until he close us.
Is this the dagger which I see before me? The handle toward my hand. Come. Let me clutch thee. I have thee not, and yet I see thee still. Art thou not fatal vision, sensible to feeling as to sight? Or art thou but a dagger of the mind? False creation proceeding from the heat oppressive brain. I see thee yet, in form as palpable as that which now I draw. Thou marshalst me the way that I was going, and such an instrument I was to use. And eyes are made the fools who are the other senses, or else worth all the rest. I see thee yet, and on thy blade and dungeon gouts of blood, which was not so before. There's no such thing! It's a bloody business which informs us to mine eyes. Whiles I pray he lives. Words to the heat of deeds too cold breath gives. I go, and it is done. The bell invites me. Hear it not, Duncan, for it is the knell that summons thee to heaven or to hell.
That which hath made them drunk hath made me bold. What hath quenched them hath given me fire. Here's about it. The doors are open and the surfeited grooms do mock their charge with snores. I have drugged their possets. The death and nature do contend about them whether they live or die.
I have done the deed. This is a sorry sight.
A foolish thought to say a sorry sight.
Methought, me heard a voice cry, sleep no more. Macbeth does murder sleep. The innocent sleep. The death of each day's life. Great nature's second growth. Chief nourisher. In life's great feast. Still it cried, sleep no more to all the house. Longs has murdered sleep. And therefore Carter shall sleep no more. Macbeth shall sleep no more!
Hey, who was it that thus cried? He who do unbend your noble strength to think so brain-sickly of things. Go, get some water, and wash this filthy witness from your hands. Why did you bring these daggers to the place? They must lie there. Go, carry them and spear the sleepy groom's blood.
I'll go no more. I'm afraid to think what I have done. Look upon it again, I dare not.
Give me the daggers. Sleeping in the dead are those pictures. Tis the eye of a shadow to the fears of painted devil. If you do bleed, I'll gild the faces of those with all, for it must seem their guilt.
Whence is that knocking? How is it with me? When every noise appalls me. But hands are here. Ah! pluck out mine eyes. Will not great Neptune's oceans wash this blood clean from my hands? No, this my hands will rather the multitudinous seas incarnadine, making the green one red.
My hands are of your color, but I shame to wear a heart so white. I hear a knocking at the south entry. Retire we to our chamber. A little water clears us of this deed.
To know this deed, to best not know myself. Wait, Duncan, what thy knocking? I would thou couldst.
Here's a knocking indeed. If a man were porter of Hellgate, he should have old turning the key. Knock, knock, knock. Who's there in the name of Beelzebub? Here's a farmer who hanged herself on the expectation of plenty. Come in, farmer. Have napkins to know about you? Here, you'll sweat for it. Knock, knock, knock. Who's there in the other devil's name? Hey, here's an equivocator who could swear in both the scales, either scale, who committed treason enough for God's sake, yet who could not equivocate to heaven. Call me an equivocator. Knock, knock, knock. Who's there? Faith. Here's an English tailor, come hither for stealing out of a French hose. Come in, tailor. Here you may roast your goose. Knock, knock, knock. Never at quiet. What are you? Oh, this place is too cold for hell. I'll devil pour it no further. I had thought to let in some of all perfections into the primrose age the everlasting bonfire. Anon! I pray you! Remember
Whoa, was it so late, friend? Ere you went to bed, that you do lie so late?
Faith, sir. We were carousing until the second cock. And drink, sir, is a great provoker of 3 things.
What 3 things does drink especially provoke?
Marry, sir, nose painting, sleep, and urine. Lechery, sir. It provokes and it unprovokes. It provokes the desire, but it takes away the performance. Therefore, much drink may be said to be an equivocator with lechery. It makes him, and it mars him. It sets him on, and takes him off. It persuades him, and disheartens him. Makes him stand too, and not Stand. 2. And in the end, equivocates him in sleep, and giving him the lie, leaves him.
You borrowed over, sir.
Can borrow both.
Is the king stirring, worthy thane?
Not yet.
He did command me to call timely on him. I have almost slipped the hour.
Goes the king hence today?
He does. He did. Appoint some.
The night has been unruly. Where we lay, our chimneys were blown down, and, as they say, lamentings were heard in the air. Strange screams of death prophesying with accents terrible, of dire combustion and confused events new hatched to the woeful time. The obscure bird clamored the livelong night. Some say the earth was fever scented shame.
Oh, horror! 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 Tongue nor heart cannot conceive nor name thee.
What's the matter?
Approach the chamber and destroy your sight with a new Gorgon. Do not bid me speak. See, and then speak yourselves. Awake. Awake! Ring the alarm bell! Murder and treason! Shake off this downy sleep, death's counterfeit, and look on death itself! Up, up, and see the great doom's image! Banquo! As from your graves rise up, and walk like sprites to countenance this horror. Ring the bell!
The business is just a hideous trumpet calls from hardly the sleepers of the house. Speak, speak.
Oh, gentle lady, 'tis not for you to hear what I can speak. The repetition in a woman's ear would murder as it fell. Oh, Banquo. Banquo, a royal master's murder.
What is amiss? You are, and do not know it. The spring, the head, the fountain of your blood is stopped. The very source of it is stopped.
Your royal father's murder.
By whom?
Those mischambered seemed to done it. Their hands and faces were battered with blood, as were their daggers, which unblanked we found upon their pillows. They stared and were distracted. No man's life to be trusted with them.
Yet I do repent me of my fury, that I did kill them.
Oh, wherefore did you so?
Who can be wise, amazed, temperate and furious, loyal and neutral in an instant? No man, expedition of my violent love, outrung the calls of reason. Who could refrain that had a heart to love, and in that heart courage to make his love known?
Albeit,
Look to the lady.
Look to the lady. And when we have our naked frailties hid that suffer in exposure, let us meet and question this bloody piece of work to know it further.
let us briefly put on manly readiness and meet all together in the banquet hall.
The murderer's shaft that shall is not yet lighted. My safest way is to avoid the end. Therefore the horse, and not be dainty of the leave taking, but shift away. There's warrant in the theft that steals itself when there's no mercy left.
Thou hast it now. King, Hodor, Longs, all as the weird women promised. And I fear thou place most foully for it. And yet it was said it should not stand in that posterity, but that myself should be the root and father of many kings. If there come truth from them, as upon thee, Macbeth, their speeches shine, why, by the verities on thee make good. May they not be my oracles as well, and set me up in hope? But hush, no more.
Tonight we'll hold a solemn supper, sir, and I'll request your presence.
Let your highness demand upon me, to the which my duties are with the most indissoluble tie forever knit.
Riding this afternoon.
Aye, my good lord.
We would have else desired your good day's advice in this day's council, but we'll hear it tomorrow. Is it far you ride?
As far, my lord, as the full at the time twixt this and supper. Go not my horse the better, and I must become a borrower of the night for a dark hour or tonight.
Goes Fleance with you.
Aye, my good lord. Our time is called upon us.
I wish your horse is swift and sure of foot, and so I do commend you to their backs. Farewell.
To be thus is nothing, but to be safe in us. Our fears and vanquils stick deep. When its royalty of nature reigns that which would be feared. He chid the sisters when first they put the name of king upon me and bade them speak to him. Then, prophet-like, they hailed him father to a line of kings. Upon my head they placed this fruitless crown, and put a barren scepter in my grip, thence to be wrenched, with an unlineal hand, no son of mine succeeding. If it be so, for Banquo's issue have I filed my mind. For them have I the gracious Duncan murdered. To make them kings, the seed of Banquo kings. Rather than so, come fate into the list, and champion me to the utterance. Who's there? All of you know Banquo was your enemy.
True, my lord.
So is he mine. And in such bloody distance that every minute it is being thrust against my nearest of life.
Shall, my lord, perform what you command us, though our lives.
Your spirits run through you. Fleance, his son, that keeps him company, whose absence is no less material to me than is the father, must embrace the fate of that dark power.
We are resolved, my lord.
It is concluded. Banquo, thy soul's flight, if it find heaven, must find it out tonight.
Not had. All spent where our desires got without content. It's safer to be that which we destroy than by destruction dwell in doubtful joy. Tell me, my lord, why do you keep alone? Of sorriest fancies your companions making, using those thoughts which should indeed have died with them we think on. It's without all remedy should be without the doer. What's done is done.
We have scotched the snake, not killed it. She'll close and be herself, whilst our poor malice remains in danger of the former tooth. Duncan is in his grave. After life's fitful fever, he sleeps well. Treason has done his worst. Nothing can touch him further.
Come on, gentle my lord. Sleek all your rugged looks. Be bright and jovial among your guests tonight.
Full of scorpions is my mind, dear wife. Thou knowest that Banquo and his Fleance lives.
What's to be done?
The innocent of the knowledge, dearest Chuck, shalt thou upon the deed. Light thickens, the girl makes wing to the rooky woods. Good things by day begin to drift and drowse, while night's black agents to their praise do rouse. Marvelous at my words, hold thee still. Things bad begun make strong themselves by ill. So prithee, go with me.
Oh,
You're so precious.
you have us a light there? A light. A light.
It will be rain tonight.
Let it come down. Fly. Good clouds. Fly.
We have lost best half of our fam. Well, it's away. And say how much is done.
And first and last, the hearty welcome.
Thanks to your majesty.
Be large and mirth, anon we'll drink measure the table rounds. There's blood on my face.
This banquet was then.
It's better thee without than he within. Is he dispatched?
My lord, his throat is cut. That I did for him.
Best of the cutthroats. But she's good that did the like to flay us.
Most royal sir. Leon's escaped.
Comes my fit again. There the grown suck of lies, the one that fled, hath been, that will in time breed, no teeth for the present. Thanks for that.
My royal lord, you do not give the cheer. The feast of soul that is not often vouched, while 'tis making 'tis given with welcome.
Here have we now our country's honor roofed, with the greatest person of our banquo present, whom may I rather challenge for unkindness than pity for mischance.
This absent sir lays blame upon his promise. Please your hand to sit. There's
Where?
a place reserved, sir.
Where?
Here, my good lord. Was it your highness look so pale?
Which of you have done this?
What, my lord?
Thou canst not say I did this! Never shake thy boy off at me!
It's not well.
Steady, worthy friends, my lord is often thus and have been from his youth. The fit is momentary, upon a thought he will again be well. You're mad, boy.
And a brave one would dare look upon that with might appall the devil.
Oh, stuff! This is the very painting of your fear. Why do you make such faces? When all's done, you look but on a stool.
Prithee, behold! Look! Lo! How say you? What care I, thou canst nod? Speak too! Ah!
Quite unmanned and folly.
If I stand here, I saw him.
My royal lord, your noble friends do lack you.
I do forget. Do not muse with me, worthy friends. I have a strange infirmity which is nothing to those that know me. Give me some light. Feel full. I drink to the general joy of the whole table. And to our dear friend Banquo, whom we miss when we were here, to him and all we thirst, and not to all.
Our duties in the pledge.
quit my sight! Let the earth hide me! Thy bones are powerless!
Think of this,
Thy blood is cold! Thou hast no speculations of my life which thou hast
time.
what man dare I bear? Approach thou, like a precious bear, the offer and offers, from our like a dead money shame, but that, and I find no excellent trouble. Let me alive again. Attend to the death with thy sword, if trembling I inhabit, then protest me the blame, your power! Oh! And sword shadow! Unreal mockery hands! It will have blood, they say! What will have blood?
It is the night. Almost at odds with morning. Which is which?
At times I will to the weird sisters. More shall they speak. For I am bound to know by the worst means the worst. I am in blood, stepped in so far, that should I wade no more, returning were as tedious as go are. Strange things I have in head, that will to hand, which must be acted ere they may be scanned.
You lack the season of all natures. Sleep.
Come. Will to sleep. And strange and self-abuse of the initiate fear that once hard use. We are yet but young, indeed.
Thrice the brinded cat hath mewed, thrice at once the hedge pig whined, round about the cauldron go, in the poisoned entrails throw, sweltered venom sleeping got, boiled out first in the charming pot, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble, fillet of a penny steak, in the cauldron boil and bake, eye of newt and toe of frog, wool of bat and tongue of dog, for a charm of powerful trouble, like a hell broth boil and bubble, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble, add thereto a time of cauldron, for the ingredients of our cauldron, cool it with a baboon's blood, then the charm is firm and good, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble. By the breaking of my lungs, something wicked this way comes.
How now, you secret, black and midnight hags? What is it you do?
A deed, a name.
I conjure you, by that which you profess, however you come to know it.
Macbeth. Beware, Macduff. Beware the Thane of Fife.
For there thou art, for thy good caution thanks. Thou hast hawked my fears aright. But one word more.
Macbeth.
And I, 3 years, I hear thee.
Be bloody, bold and resolute. Laugh to scorn the power of man, for none of woman born shall harm Macbeth.
Then live Macduff. What need I fear of thee? But I will make assurance double sure and keep a bond of fate. He shall not live, that I may tell pale-haunted fears it lies and sleeps in spite of thunder.
Be lion-mettled, proud, and take no care who chafes, who frets, or where conspirers are. Macbeth shall never vanquish thee, till great Burnham wood to high Dunsinane Hill shall come against him.
That can never be. Who can impress the forest? Be the tree and fix his earthbound roots. Sweet bodements, good. Rebellion's head, rise never, till Burnham rise, and our high-placed Macbeth shall live the lease of nature, shall pay his breath to time and mortal custom. But my heart throbs to know one thing more. Tell me, if your arts can tell so much, will Banquo's issue ever reign in this kingdom?
See to know! No!
I will be satisfied. Deny me this, and an eternal curse fall upon you.
Show his eyes and grieve his heart. Come like shadows, so depart.
Aren't you like the spirit of Macbeth? Down! That ground does sear my eyeballs. Poor image. Now I see 'tis true. For the blood bolt of Macbeth has smiled upon me. What? Is this so? Where are they? God. Let this pernicious hour stand I accursed in the calendar. Come in without there.
What is your grace's will?
Saw you the wind, sisters.
No, my lord.
Came they not by
No, indeed, my lord.
Infected be the air whereon they ride, and damned all those that trust them. What news?
Bring you word. Macduff has fled to England.
I anticipates my dread exploits. The flighty purpose ne'er was overtook, unless the deed go with it. But even now, the very firstlings of my heart shall be the firstlings of my hand, and to crowd my thoughts with acts, be it thought and done. The castle of Macduff I will surprise. Seize fight! And put to the edge of the sword his wife, his babes, and all unfortunate souls that trace him in his line. No boasting like a fool. This deed I'll do before this purpose cool.
What had he done to make him flee the land?
You must have patience, madam.
He had none. His flight was madness. When our actions do not, our fears do make us traitors.
You know not whether this is wisdom or his fear.
Wisdom. To leave his wife, his babes, his mansion, and his titles in a place from whence himself does fly. He loves us not. He wants the natural touch. The poor wren, the most diminutive of birds, will fight her young ones in her nest against the owl. All is the fear, and nothing is the love. And as little is the wisdom when the flight so runs against all reason.
Pray you, madam. School yourself for your husband. He is noble, wise, judicious, and best knows the fits of the season. Did not speak much longer. I should be such a fool should I stay further. In my disgrace and your discomfort, I take my leave at once.
Your father's dead. What will you do now?
My father is not dead for all you're saying.
Yes, he is dead. How will you do for a father?
Nay. How will you do for a husband?
Why, I can buy me 20 at any market.
And you'll buy him to sell again.
Oh, thou speakst with all thy weight. And yet in faith with wit enough for thee.
Was my father a traitor?
Aye. That he was.
What is a traitor?
Why, one that swears,
lines.
And be all traitors that do so?
Everyone that does so is a traitor. Must be hanged.
Who must hang them?
Why? The honest man.
Then the liars and swearers are fools. For there are liars and swearers enow to beat the honest men and hang up them.
Oh, now God help thee, poor monkey. And how will thou do for a father?
If he were dead, you'ld weep for him. If you would not, it were a good sign that I should quickly have a new father.
Oh, poor prattler out of that tools.
Where is your husband?
I hope in no place so unsanctified, but such as thou may find him.
He's a traitor.
Thou liest, thou shagger! Cry of treachery! She has killed me. Right, I pray you.
This tyrant, whose sole name blisters our tongues, was once thought honest. You have loved him well. He has not touched you yet. I'm young, but something you may deserve of him through me, and wisdom to offer up a weak, poor, innocent man to appease an angry man.
I am not treacherous.
But Macbeth is a good and virtuous nature may recoil at an imperial charge.
I have lost my hopes.
Why in that rawness left you wife and child? Those precious motives, those strong knots of love without bleed.
Bleed. Bleed, poor country. Great tyranny, lay thou thy bases sure, for goodness dare not check thee. Wear thou thy wrongs.
I think our country sinks beneath the yoke. It weeps, it bleeds, and each new day it dashes at it to her wounds.
Stand Scotland where it did.
Alas, poor country. Almost afraid to know itself. It cannot be called our mother, but our grave. We're nothing. But who knows nothing is once seen to smile. Where sighs and groans and shrieks that rend the air are made, not marked. Violent sorrow seems a modern ecstasy. The dead man's bell scarce asks for whom. Good men's lives expire before the flowers in their caps die where they sicken.
How does my wife?
Let not your ears despise my tongue forever, which shall possess them the heavy sound of every bird. Your castle is surprised. Your wife and baby savagely slaughtered.
Merciful heaven.
My children too?
Wife, children, servants, all that could be found.
And I must flee from thence. My wife's killed too.
I said,
Comforting. Let us make medicines of our great revenge to cure thy deadly grief.
He has no children. All my pretty ones. Did you say all? Oh, hell kite! Oh! What? All my pretty chickens and their dam at one fell swoop.
You did like a man.
I shall lose. I must also fear as a man. I cannot but remember such things were that were most precious to me. Did heaven look on? Would not take their part.
Be this a whetstone of your soul. Let grief convert to anger. Blunt not the heart. Enrage it.
Bring now this fiend of Scotland and myself. Within my sword's length, set him. If he escape, heaven forgive him too.
Yet here's a spot. Oh, damn spot! What did I say? 1, 2. Why then? It's time to do it. Hell is murky. 5.5. Art thou a soldier and feared? What needs we fear? Who knows it? When none can call our power to account. Yet, who would have thought the old man to have had so much blood in him? The Queen of Fife had a wife. Where is she now? What? These hands never be clean. No more of that, my lord. No more of that. You mar all with this garden. Here's the smell of the blood still. All the perfumes of Arabia will not sweeten this little hand. Wash your hands. Put on your nightgown. Look not so pale. I tell you yet again, Banquo's buried. He cannot come out on his grave. To bed, to bed. There's knocking at the gate. Come, 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 come. Give me your hand. What's done cannot be undone. To bed. To bed.
Bring me no more reports. Let them fly on. I cannot take with fear. What's the boy Malcolm? Was he not born of woman? Spirits that do know all mortal consequences have pronounced me thus. Fear not, Macbeth. No man that's born of woman shall ever have power upon thee. I will not be afraid of death and bane till Burnham Forest come to Dunsinane. How does your patient, doctor?
Not so sick, my lord, as she is troubled with thick, coming fancies that keep her from her rest.
Cure her of that. Canst thou not minister to a mind disease? Pluck the rooted sorrow from the memory, raise the written troubles of the brain, and with some sweet, oblivious antidote, cleanse the stuffed bosom of that perilous stuff that weighs upon the heart.
Therein the patient must minister to himself.
Throw physic to the dogs. I'll none of it. What wood is this before us?
'Tis the wood of burning. Let every soldier hew him down a before him. Thereby shall we shadow the number of our host and make discovery ere a report of us.
We learn no other but the confident tyrant keeps still in Dunstan and will endure our setting down before it.
Let our just censures attend the true event, and put we on industrious soldiership.
The time has come that will with due decision make us know what we shall say we have and what we owe. Thoughts, speculative, their unsure hopes relate, but certain issues strokes must arbitrate, towards which advance the war.
I have almost forgot the taste of fear. The time was my senses would have cooled to hear a night shriek, and my fellow pair would at a dismal treaty rouse and stir as life were in it. I have supped full with horrors. Dionysus, no stranger to my slaughterous thoughts, cannot once start me.
The queen, my lord, is dead.
She should have died hereafter. It would have been time for such a word. Tomorrow. And tomorrow. And tomorrow. Griefs in this petty case. From day to day, the last syllable of recorded time. And all our yesterdays have lighted fools the way to dusty death. Out, brief candle. Life is but a walking shadow. Poor player who struts and frets his hour upon the stage, and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury and signifying nothing. Come to use thy tongue, thy story quickly.
As I did stand my watch upon the hill, I looked toward Burnham, and anon methought the wood began to move.
Liar and slave!
Let me endure your wrath if it be not so. Within this 3 mile may you see it coming. I say, a moving grove.
Full in resolution. I begin to doubt the equivocation of the fiend that lies like truth. And not to Burnham Forest come to Dunsinane. No woods does come to Dunsinane. I begin to grow weary of the sun. Wish the estate of the world were now undone. Blow wind, come rack. At least we'll die with harness at our back. It's he that was not born of woman. Such a man am I to fear, or none. Thou wast born of woman! With swords I smite! Weapons, laughter, scorn! Brandished by one that's of a woman born! Turn, hellhound, turn! All men else, I have avoided thee. Back! My soul is too much charged with blood of thine already.
I have no words.
Now lose the slayer. I bear a charmed life, which must not yield to one of woman born.
Despair thy charm, and let the angel whom thou still hast served tell thee. Macbeth was from his mother's womb untimely ripped.
Cursed be the tongue that tells me so. For it has cowed my better part of man. And be these juggling fiends no more believed, that palter with us in a double sense. They keep the word of promise to our ears, yet dash it to our hopes. Yet I will travel last. Lay on, Macduff. Damn be he that first cries hold. Enough!
All my great achievements. All.
Hail, King! For so thou art.
Behold, where stands the usurper's cursed head. Time is free. Hail, King of Scotland!
Hail, King of Scotland!
We shall not spend a large expanse of time before we reckon with your several loves and make us even with you. My thanes and kinsmen, henceforth be earls, the first that ever Scotland in such an honor named. So thanks to all at once and to each one whom we invite to see us crowned and scooned.
Hail, King of Scotland! Hail, King of Scotland! Hail, King of Scotland!